Games aren't just for kids anymore. They're a huge industry, bigger than movies and music combined. But with great size comes great scrutiny. Censorship is becoming a hot topic in gaming, sparking debates worldwide. From violence and nudity to political themes, games are being censored more than ever. Governments, concerned parents, and even game publishers themselves are weighing in on what's appropriate. This isn't just about protecting children. It's about cultural values, artistic freedom, and the power of this interactive medium. The debate is heated, with strong arguments on both sides. In this essay, we'll explore the complex world of video game censorship, examining its reasons, its impact, and its potential future. Get ready to level up your understanding of this controversial issue. Censorship in gaming is like taking a pair of digital scissors to a game's content. It's the removal, alteration, or restriction of material deemed objectionable or unsuitable for certain audiences. This can range from toning down the blood in a fighting game to completely removing a controversial mission. Think of it as editing a movie before it's released, but in the world of interactive entertainment. Censorship can be done for various reasons. Sometimes it's to comply with government regulations like age ratings. Other times it's to appease cultural sensitivities or avoid potential backlash. Whatever the reason, censorship changes the game developers intended to create. It impacts the player's experience for better or worse. The question is, where do we draw the line between protecting audiences and protecting artistic expression? Censorship in games isn't just a theoretical debate, it's happening right now, in games you've probably played. Take the Grand Theft Auto series, known for its over-the-top violence and satirical take on American culture. In some countries, the game has been censored to remove controversial content like drug use and sexual themes. The German version of Wolfenstein II, The New Colossus, a game set in an alternate history where Nazis won World War II, had to replace swastikas and Hitler's likeness to comply with German law. Even seemingly harmless games like Pokémon haven't been immune. Certain Pokémon designs have been altered or removed in some regions due to cultural sensitivities. These examples highlight the global nature of censorship, where what's considered acceptable in one country might be taboo in another. It raises questions about cultural differences, artistic intent, and the role of censorship in a globalized world. Section 4. Why censor games? So, why censor games at all? The reasons are complex and often intertwined. One major factor is government regulation. Many countries have rating systems for games, similar to movies, to protect minors from inappropriate content. This can lead to censorship to ensure a game receives a commercially viable rating. Another driving force is social pressure. Concerned parents, advocacy groups, and even the gaming community itself can influence what's deemed acceptable in games. Publishers and developers are caught in the middle, balancing artistic vision with commercial viability and potential backlash. It's a delicate dance, and the steps can vary depending on the game, the audience, and the cultural climate. Section 5. The Great Debate: Censorship for or against. The debate surrounding censorship in gaming is as passionate as it is complex. On one side, proponents argue that censorship is necessary to protect vulnerable audiences, particularly children. They argue that exposure to violent or sexually explicit content can have harmful effects on young minds, and that censorship is a tool to prevent such harm. Additionally, some argue that censorship can help maintain cultural sensitivity and respect, especially in a globalized market where games are played by diverse audiences. On the other hand, opponents of censorship argue that it infringes upon artistic freedom and the right to free expression. They believe that games are a form of art and should be treated as such, with creators having the freedom to explore mature themes and push boundaries. They argue that censorship can stifle creativity, dilute artistic vision, and ultimately harm the gaming industry by limiting its potential. The debate is a balancing act, weighing the potential harms of exposure against the value of artistic freedom.